0, 1. Let's get started.
Why they stopping me?
Bye, Crypto Bro.
What's going on, crypto world? It's that guy again, Ball Deep Crypto, coming at you with a 2 of 2 on this little Velo piece. Before we jump into the end of this, Ball Deep Crypto is not a financial advisor. He's just a guy talking to a computer about what he's interested in, what he's doing. What you do with your money is your choice. This is not financial advice. That being said, let's get into it. Obviously, we just got done talking about Mia Coin, Velo, all the connections there. Obviously, Asia, Southeast Asia, China's the big dog over there, right? One of the big dogs. And we did talk about how Max and the Hong Kong coin, Hong Kong, we're going to get into it right here and see how this potentially leads into China once they open up and start doing crypto. I believe they will. Everyone's going to do it. So let's see what this potentially means for Velo, the group that's backing it, the CP group, Lightnet, etc., and the Mia coin, and what the future could potentially bring because of these partnerships. Now, it says here that there's no direct inland mainland China operations or announcement expansion for Mia coin or Velo. Now, mainland China maintains a strict ban on crypto, which we just talked about, since 2021. Now, the Mia coin remains Taiwan-centric. It's regulated by the FSC 711 fiat ramps and the Max exchange, which we just did that video on. Its only cross-strait adjacent activity is a Hong Kong SFC regulated arm, Mia Capital for blockchain funds. So there's a connection with Hong Kong right here. Now, what this does is Velo is explicitly Asia first, with Orbit app, super app rollout across 15 Southeast Asia countries, but no mainland China partnerships, on-ramps, or user metrics reported in 25-26 materials. So nothing there yet, but Orbit is obviously already across 15 Southeast Asia countries. This is big. Now, the indirect and limited potential exists via Hong Kong. With the partnership with China, it's positioned as a stablecoin RMB bridge for mainland firms and cross-border trade per 2025 reports. China's State Council is reviewing RMB-linked stablecoins for internalization, and HK could serve as an initial validation for mainland companies. Velo's USDV, BlackRock bottle-backed, and Stellar Rails could theoretically plug in here for compliant flows, but nothing is live. On 2025 data point, Chinese firm ESU Technology made a strategic investment in the CP Group's Lightnet, Velo's commercial entity, specifically for global RWA growth. It's the only China-linked capital inflow found. Beautiful thing. Now, CP Group's China ties are massive and long-standing. Super brand Mall Shanghai, agriculture and food empires, a 2026 cornerstone investment in Chinese pig breeder Muyan's HK listings. Now, they are a regional powerhouse with deep supply chain control across Asia. They are big players. However, their Velo Stellar involvement stays Southeast Asia focus, incubation, internal transfers, and orbit payments. There's no evidence of CP pushing Velo Mia coin to control all rails and RWA opportunities inside mainland China. But they are there, they're known, and they have their hooks in everywhere. Crypto policy blocks that, of course, but if they lift it, this is a hypothetical. That's what this video is going to be. This is about the potential and what's already there in place once it is ready. This is really exciting when I kind of dove in this a little bit. Now any future capitalization would likely route through HK or offshore if Beijing relaxes further. Now, the bottom line is there's zero current mainland traction. You know what I mean? The highest probability is the vector is the HK cross-border plus indirect CP capital, but there's no direct inland penetration. Now, the ESU Technology Holdings, it's a Shenzhen, I'm sorry if I butchered that, headquartered. It's a China-based AI-powered search and recommendation company, founded in 2025 by the National High-Tech Enterprise. It made a $5 million USD strategic investment in the LightNet Group, which is the commercial fintech arm tied to Velo Protocol and incubated by Thailand's CP Group. So there's a connection. In August of 2025, so that was just roughly not even a year ago. Now this gives SU approximately 1.23% equity in LightNet. The deal was funded from working capital and a prior share placement. Completion followed due diligence. Now, what does SU bring to CP Group, LightNet, and Velo, all right? That's what we want to know. What is this partnership? What is this investment? What is this potentially going to lead to? Now, it's got vast China digital user base and content ecosystem. This, to me, was their built-in marketing. Beautiful. SU operates in a digital marketing, online reading, literature and short dramas, game publishing, and AI-driven personalized recommendations. Its priority AI engine delivers content discovery and ad targeting across millions of users in mainland China. Now, this directly feeds LightNet's cross-border payment rails and Velo's Orbit Super app USDV stablecoin with new users for remittances, merchant payments, and RWA yield products. AI plus Web3 plus RWA tech synergies. SU is explicitly building an AI plus Web3 plus RWA closed-loop ecosystem. Its recommendation algorithms can personalize RWA discovery, yield farming, and programmable payments, integrating with LightNet's AI blockchain-powered real-time settlements and Velo's stellar-based federated credit exchange. It's all there. That is beautiful. Love this. This investment, everything to go with this. Now, the RWA asset pipeline, SU supplies underlying digital content, IP as tokenizable assets, cultural works, and games. And the LightNet, obviously the 2024 transaction volume, which was USD 15 billion, serving 100 plus institutions and 200,000 plus merchants, gains new issuance volume, and Velo gains more one-to-one fiat-paid credits and yield-bearing RWAs. New energy assets highlighted in the announcement. The CP Group's leverage would be SU's gains access to CP's massive Asia resource network, agriculture, retail, energy supply chains, enabling tokenized new energy and RWA opportunities across Southeast Asia. Now, immediate would be onboard SU's China traffic into LightNet Velo rails, would be higher transaction volumes and merchant adoption and USDV circulation into SCA. Now, the medium term would be co-developed RWA products, digitized content and new energy, settled on stellar rails, scalable volume beyond LightNet's current 15 billion run rate. Now, from affiliated entities, SU Group's JV, so it's a company that's affiliated with them, is Novice Infusion Partners Limited, formed in July 2025, with AccelerantNet HPC, a Hui cloud solution provider and subsidiary of state-backed Greenland Financial Technology Group. Now, this focuses on cultural and tangible IP tokenization. Interesting. Using SU's literature, games, and drama assets, plus cross-border, cross-chain RWA platforms. Plans include up to HK $3 billion in data center investments, so they're going to be investing in data centers, HK, Japan, and SCA, for supercomputing infrastructure to support RWA issuance on-chain value discovery. Greenland's Web3 RWA expertise adds institutional-grade backing and potential state-aligned pilots. You see that? They can market it, and then they can have it all state-backed, have it all institutional-grade, have it ready to go. This is, love it, Velo. Now, why is this a big deal? It is one of the few direct ties between a mainland China AI content tech player and the CP Group Velo ecosystem, while China's domestic crypto trading ban remains in place. The official announcement frames it as creating new growth opportunities in the global RWA market and a pivotal step in SU's global strategy. SU CEO Wang Zi stated it will create powerful synergies to accelerate the AI Web3 RWA ecosystem, especially for Southeast Asia's emerging markets. This is not just capital. It's a strategic technology and user acquisition bridge in a region where CP already controls vast supply chains. People, you seeing this? Now, doors it opens, obviously, with China embraces it, I asked. China is actively exploring the RMB-linked stablecoins for trade internalization and has positioned Hong Kong as a testing ground. So, ESU, HK linked with deep Shenzhen operations, and CP Group's existing China footprint create a ready pipeline with the Mia coin, with Max going to the running the RMBs. This is setting up beautifully. User onboarding at scale, so I'll guess right. I'll guess again. Millions of ESU's AI recommended users could access compliant digital finance, Velo's USDV, Orbit payments, and tokenized yields via HK without violating the mainland rules. So they can use it out of HK now, or once it's set up, it is set up, they can start using it. So it's a beautiful thing. So China can kind of get a test run on it and hopefully potentially go full scale, which I believe they're going to do without fail. I mean, it's coming. Now, cultural IP and content economy tokenization would be China's enormous online literature, short drama, and gaming sectors becoming RWAs issued via Novus and Fusion, settled on Velo and Stellar rails, and distributed cross-border. Supply chain and new energy RWAs, CP's agriculture, retail, and energy empires, plus ESU's tech-enabled tokenized receivables, green assets, or trade finance flowing through LightNet's licensed Singapore payment institution. That is, connect the dots. Infrastructure play. Its planned data centers provide the compute layer for Sorabon smart contracts and high-volume RWA operations. If Beijing relaxes further or HK RMB stablecoin pilots expand, this positions the CP Velo as an early China SEA bridge for institutional and retail flows, far ahead of pure foreign players. They're playing chess right now, people. Everybody else is playing checkers. Obviously, we got to talk about, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Let's look at this opportunity here. Obviously, potential scale is enormous. LightNet's existing $15 billion volume plus ESU's China user IP base plus CP's regional dominance could compound into a multi-billion additional annualized flows. Global RWA growth, already multi-trillion projected, gets a China content and SEA payment multiplier. Novus and Fusion's cultural IP pilots alone tap a uniquely Chinese asset class that is hard for Western platforms to replicate. Velo and Stellar specifically benefit with volume and liquidity surge, more real-time settlements, stablecoin issuance, and RWA transfers run on Stellar's consensus protocol plus Sorabon for programmable logic for AI, recommended yields, automated IP rights, cross-chain via Axelar integrations, USDV and Treasury as a service expansion, BlackRock again, they're everywhere, bundle-backed yield plus LightNet's rails reach China's adjacent users, higher TVL and daily volumes, ecosystem flywheel, ESU's AI enhances user engagement on Velo products, Novus and Greenland adds institutional RWA issuance, and CP's network brings anchors and compliance in Asia so they can get it on and off 7-Eleven and multiple other places. Now, positioning, obviously, Stellar becomes the preferred settlement layer for AI content and RWA use cases in the world's largest digital economy, accelerating Stellar's RWA targets, $3 billion plus value, and DeFi TVL goals while keeping everything on compliant, low-cost rails. Stellar is the plumbing, people. We've been talking about it forever. It's the plumbing. And that's all that I got for that. I think the opportunity here, this is obviously looking ahead, but this is what crypto has been so far and what we're looking at, right? It's like, what could this potentially be? These partnerships, these relationships. I'm not Asian, but I know that Asian are respect, and a lot of people that are already in place are probably going to get preferential treatment compared to people trying to step into the space without that kind of relationship and that history already established. So with CP Group, with LightNet, Velo, it just makes sense. All running on Stellar's compliant rails. I'm not a math person. but that's adding up to me. That's all I got for you today on this video. That's the second half. We're done with it. I appreciate you being here with me. Time is money, and you chose to spend it here with me. I appreciate that. Hope each and every one of you have a great day. And like I always say, chase a check, never chase a bitch.